Healing from Codependency and Falling in Love with Yourself, Part 3, Needs. In my last 2 videos, I was talking to you about self-acceptance being the first step of falling in love with yourself. And last time I spoke about boundaries. And today I want us to focus on needs, on our needs. Why this is so important is very simple. Because if we are in love with ourselves, then we don't only affect ourselves, but also our environment. And with our environment, I mean especially our children and our partners. There is a beautiful quote that I'd like to share with you from Sharon Pearson, who is the founder of the Coaching Institute in Melbourne, where I have got my knowledge from. And she says that we are work in progress. If we can heal ourselves, then our children won't need therapy. How true is that? So the reason why we want to heal ourselves is because we were not born to be goal setters and achievers first and foremost. We were born to be lovers, lovers of ourselves. Lovers of ourselves to really connect with who we are in our core. And that is what I want to teach you. I want you to find out what needs are and how to verbalize them and how to become aware of them. What is a need anyway? A basic human need is whatever is required for a human being to reach a level of functioning in accordance with ethics. That's what a human basic need is. When I'm talking about needs, I'm talking about the 6 core needs, which I'm going to share with you in just a moment. And when we're talking about 6 core needs, the first 4 core needs that I'm going to share with you are the ones that you want to find out. There is, amongst the first 4 core needs, there is the 2 core drivers for each and every person. The last 2 core needs, which are growth and contribution, are inherent in everybody. So what we are focusing on is the first 4 core needs. Let me share with you what they are. I have to peek over so I know that you can see that. So the first core need is about certainty, safety, security and comfort. The second core need is the opposite. It's uncertainty, adventure, variety and challenge. Core need number 3 is significance and respect. Core need number 4 is connection and love. And then the bottom 2 ones, like I shared with you before, everybody has got them. Everybody is looking for growth and contribution. So let me share with you an example how it can make a difference to know one's core drivers. During my studies with the Coaching Institute, I found out my 2 core drivers, which are certainty and connection. And when I found out about that, a lot of my life made sense all of a sudden. Let me share with you how. I did mention to you before that in my marriage I was very unhappy because I wasn't allowed to socialize. I was kept at home. I wasn't allowed to meet my girlfriends. And yet it took me so many years to leave my marriage. The reason being because my 2 core drivers are certainty and connection. So let's look at certainty. Certainty was what kept me in my marriage because I wanted to avoid uncertainty, which I would have met or which I did meet in the end by leaving my marriage, because there was a lot of things uncertain when I did. I didn't know where my income was coming from. I didn't know in which house I would be living. I didn't know how it would work out for the children, how I would be taking care of them, how the children would take it that I'm leaving their father. A lot of uncertainty around me stepping out of my marriage. So all of a sudden, the turmoil that I have been in for years made all sense. And then let's look at the connection side, which is my other core driver. So in my marriage, like I shared with you, I was not allowed to meet girlfriends. I was not allowed to socialize, which is a core driver for me though. And that's why I was so unhappy in my marriage and I needed to leave. The certainty I had to leave behind, but the core driver of me being connected with other people was so strong that I was able to step out of my comfort zone of the certainty into the uncertainty to meet my other core driver of connection. So if you are interested in finding out what your core drivers are, then I would like to invite you to get in touch with me, because it's a very simple process to do so. And then I'd like you to think about what could happen if you knew your two core drivers, like it was for me. Imagine how helpful that could be for you to figure out your life. All of a sudden, things would make sense, and you wouldn't have to beat yourself up for the one or other thing. It would all make sense. So give yourself the gift of getting in touch with me ASAP, and I would then love to help you for free to find out your core drivers. And that's it for today already. A very short one today, but I hope it has helped and makes sense to you. So please get in touch with me as soon as you can. I look forward to meeting you. Bye.